I'm at Bicester Heritage for our XK media event where we're talking about Jaguar XKs, the classic XKs, and I'm with Sarah Keith Lucas, who we know as a meteorologist and BBC weather presenter. More used to seeing you on television and hearing you on the radio, but of course your family is absolutely immersed in XKs. Your father's been restoring them, running companies restoring them for years, racing them. Your mother races them, your brother has raced them. Are these gas-guzzling monsters that are destroying the planet, or what's your take on that?
Well, it's a real contrast, isn't it? Because I'm really interested in sustainability, climate change, and trying to reduce our carbon footprints as much as possible. But from my opinion, these sort of cars, 70 years old, are the prime example of the things that we're trying to do, like reuse, recycle and repair as well, because they've been going for so long, so that carbon that initially was used in building the cars will have been offset by now. And of course we've all got to make that step towards more sustainable fuels in using them.
We're hoping that will come, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think the kind of mileage that most of these cars do is fairly minor in comparison to day-to-day commutes. So I wouldn't call them gas guzzlers myself, more works of art certainly. I appreciate the cars for their beauty, the sculpture of them, and but also the fun. We have to remember the kind of fun element in the more serious thoughts about sustainability.
Absolutely, and of course another angle is that they are providing employment. They're an important part of the economy. It's a massive industry that people don't realise, the old car industry, and your father with his business is a very good example of that. And people are being trained in the old-fashioned skills and that thing. So it's more than just the cars, isn't it, really? It's more all-embracing.
It is, absolutely, and keeping them running, keeping them alive. Yes. The types of apprenticeships that go into working on these kind of cars and keeping those skills alive is a huge part. So yes, I mean we can't get away from the fact that they do use carbon, and we are going to emit a certain amount of carbon from these cars. So I think moving forward in the future, it's about appreciating them for their different values that they bring.
Indeed.
And trying to offset that.
Yes.
In different ways.
Absolutely. Well, that's great. It's very interesting. Thank you. It's lovely to have you with us, and the sun is shining.
For now.
You're not going to promise to continue?
Well, I mean, there are some showers perilously close to us here, but I think the weather gods have smiled upon us today.
4 or 5 octaves?
Yeah, about that.